Bowl. Often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams... survive and advance from here. A host of opportunities lie ahead. A top 8 showdown. Both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Delayed handoff. It's Berry. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. They'll go right back to the run. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
He'll try it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Spins away from the defender. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it with Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to throw, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Berry. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. The give to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Back to pass, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks. Could be an alley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And there he goes! Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on 1st down. Offense scoops it up and still going. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Hard-hitting tackle.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on 1st down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Lewis on the play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Throwing, Lewis. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Under fire. And they got it.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Let's go. Let's go.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Lewis to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll give to Frazier. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Going to the ground. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors here at EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with Coach Golding at the half. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third.
He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Play action with Lewis. Pick off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And into the end zone. Touchdown Rebels. And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the returner will be brought down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lindsey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Rush is on him. Going for 6. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Lewis. Got a man. It's Green. Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Might have a chance. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. The give to Caden Durham. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throwing, Lewis. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Delay to the back. It's Berry. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. It breaks into the open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lindsey. There's some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caden Durham again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to Caden Durham. There he goes. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Running inside, it's Durham. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback.
gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU, and as always, they take victory in the tailgate. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.